Who here has played an organized game of soccer? Yeah, I thought so. Soccer is the most popular sport in the world, according to soccerblade.com, having a 3.5 billion audience. You might think soccer is just a game where you kick a ball into the net. And well, you're right. But there are a lot of rules that you definitely do not know about. So some basics you need to know before we get to the actual rules. There are 10 players and a goalkeeper on each team, making 11 players on the field for one team at a time. Each team has to have different colored jerseys, along with the goalkeeper having different colored jerseys in both of the teams. There are two 45-minute halves. It's for a total of 90 minutes throughout the whole game, and that's for most leagues and professionals. So a captain from each team goes to about right there where the refs are located at the start of the game, and they flip a coin to see who starts with the ball and which way they're going. So let's say he flips a coin, I say heads, and it's heads. So I win the toss, and I choose the ball first. So I place it where it starts. It does not show on the screen, but there's a center dot right there in the center of the field, and that's where you start the ball every single game. So I play it there, and I play it back. I might play it back to my center midfielder, and I play it to my right back, but he misses the ball because he sucks, and it goes out of bounds. So if it goes out on me, like this my team, the other team gets a throw. Now the thing about throw-ins is it's both feet have to be on the ground at the time you release the ball. The ball, 2 hands on it, has to go over your head, just like that. It has to go all the way over your head. If it doesn't, they'll call for foul and it'll be thrown for the other team. So let's say I throw it in, the other team throws it in, and the other guy gets the ball. But I don't like this kid too much, so I slide tackle his feet from under him, and he falls to the ground and gets injured.
Vicious.
Yeah. And then the ref blows the whistle. That's a foul. And so the ball is placed directly where the foul happened, and it's a free kick for the other team. So let's say the other team has the free kick, and they kick it, but they suck as well. So it goes out of bounds on this end line. So if it goes out of bounds on this end line, and that's my goal, and the other team kicked it out, then it's a goal kick. There's a 6-yard box right here. This graph sucks. But there's a 6-yard box right there where it's on the edge of it, and that's where the goalkeeper places the ball, and they or another person on your team can kick it from there, and the ball is in play. This is where things get tricky. Once they play it out, say my center defensive mid gets the ball, and they have their 4 defenders. This is our attacking line right here. If their defenders are, let's say, 1, 2, 3, 4, making this guy behind all of them, when the ball is kicked, if this guy is behind the last defender, it's called an offsides, and it's played just like a foul. Now, the thing about offsides, according to myactivesg.com, the modern day offside rules implemented in 1990, which is fairly recent, especially for soccer. And that leads me to Pele, which you may have heard as to be one of the best soccer players in the world. And according to Britannica.com, he led Brazil to 3 World Cup soccer championships in 1958, 1962, and 1970. He scored 12 goals in World Cup play and tallied more than 1,000 goals in first-class matches. Now comparing that to maybe players you might have heard of like Cristiano Ronaldo or Lionel Messi, they have around half of that, about like 502 or 520 goals in class matches. Now there's still one thing I've not talked about, which is PKs. Now PKs is played like whenever I slide tackle that guy, if that's inside the opposing player's box when they're attacking, then they get a free shot at the goal. There's a dot between the 6-yard box and the 18, right there, and all the other players have to stand outside the box, and it's just a one shot. If he scores, it's a goal. That's a point. If he doesn't, then the game's played like normal. If it goes out, play normal rules. And this also happens for ties. If you have the tie and you have a must-win game, team has to come out on top, then 5 players are chosen from each team and are scheduled to take a PK from there, and whichever team scores the most out of 5 PKs wins the match. So now that you know all the rules of soccer, I hope you can try it out for yourself and understand why it really is the most popular sport in the world.